Officers across the country are getting backlash after the deaths of George Floyd and others at the hands of law enforcement. One officer wants people to know there is a human behind that badge. He tells our Thomas Hoppe, now is the time for everyone to come together.
I come from a very traditional Mexican family. I'm third generation Mexican, and my mom is extremely traditional, very small lady stature, but hugely influential, as well as my father was growing up.
I also don't think you can get an ice cream cone and look good doing it while you're in uniform, right?
There's always something more to someone than what you first see.
We now have 20 people on the scene for one dude having a minor medical issue. And as I'm standing back, I look across this huddle of people, and there's the dude on the other side holding an ice cream cone.
I do comedy, and people ask me, well, why do you do comedy? It's my outlet. I've struggled with mental health issues over the course of my career, dealing with some of the things that I've encountered, and I was ashamed back in the day to talk about those things because you don't want to be looked at as weak within the organization you work at. My name is Vinny Montez. Well, I think there's a lot happening. You know, obviously, what happened in Minneapolis is probably in the forefront of everybody's mind right now. And that's not only impactful to the average citizen who's not involved in law enforcement, but it's also very impactful to people like me.
Go back! Go back!
We're all shocked by what we saw. We don't condone it in Minneapolis. Are there things that can be improved upon? Sure. There's a constant evolution, whether it's as a result of what happened in Minneapolis or in any other stage of the course of history. Things are constantly evolving and adapting and changing, and I think that we have to all be aware of that. For me, one of the issues is I don't want people to lose sight of how many men and women that are truly out there every single day getting up and putting on their respective uniform, going to work, saying goodbye to their spouses and their kids, hoping they'll come home that night, as you know, because it's one of those uncertainties that we don't know, that we have to face every single day.
I'll do a decaf today just to, yeah, I probably had enough caffeine already. How you doing, man?
I want people to understand that there's a human underneath the shell of this vest, this badge, and this gun that I have, that I wear as a tool to deal with some of the things that I have to deal with. But the person underneath this shell of a uniform and a badge is a human being.
Your eyes especially. I can see it in your eyes.
And in this world where police and race are at the heart of this country's heated discussions, Vinny has a message.
I had a lot of admiration and respect for Martin Luther King and, you know, some of the things that he wrote. You know, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. There's so much good from all the different cultural backgrounds. It's not about us versus them. It's us and us. It's us together as all one in society.
I'm Thomas Hoppe reporting.